podcast. It's your host, Immanuel. I'm here with,
Your boy Johnny Jack, yes sir, we in here, man.
and let's get right into this. So, first story of the day was Florida State is trying to leave the ACC. With all the things that have been going on, it was trying to leave before the season. Now, with the whole entire college football playoffs, is for certain they're going to leave the ACC. And also rumors that Clemson might leave too. Big rumor they might come to the Big 12. But right now, it's going to cost them $572 million to leave because they're suing the ACC over the grant of rights. The grant of rights is basically a legal document signed by each member of the ACC that transfer ownership of media rights from school to the conference. What this means is the ACC which means that the ACC, not Florida State or any other member of the school, owns the rights to broadcast of game. Schools signed this in 2013 as a reaction the Rational Grants of Rights Act as an insurance policy. And it wasn't, ACC is not the first school that does it. The Big 12 actually does it. That's why OU and Texas waited so long until 2025 to, not 2025, 2023 to say they're leaving the Big 12. So,
Yeah.
but what's your thoughts about Florida State leaving? You thought like the college football players kind of it was kind of part of their fault of them wanting to leave the ACC because they went undefeated, but they're saying they're in the weaker conference and they don't have Jordan Travis. That was the big issue.
It's definitely I think that's definitely part of the reason that they're leaving. I feel like they wasn't respected enough in that conference. And so it probably provoked them to leave and probably put a little chip on their shoulder and probably thought that they could go compete in like a bigger conference, a bigger Power 5 conference like the SEC or the Big 10. Personally, I don't think they need to leave. I feel like Florida State has really been that school for a very long time. They've had stars in the past. They've had tremendous talent in the past, and I feel like they could have just stayed in the SEC. And I feel like college football playoff committee should have just put them in there. And I feel like a lot of this would have been avoided. All the whole lawsuit and everything. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel like if they would have made the playoffs, the talks about them leaving would die down. But now, them not making the playoffs because of their conference, because of injuries, you're like, okay, let's just go to a different conference. It's probably going to be the Big 12 or the Big 10 because the SEC said they're not growing anymore. The Big 12 has been really active about getting these teams. I can really see the Big 12 getting Clemson and Florida State. We already have one Florida school, too, so it will help the East Coast teams that we have, West Virginia, Cincinnati, and then with Clemson, Florida State. So,
yeah,
it will definitely make scheduling a little bit easier for the East Coast team. So, but we'll see in a couple of weeks. But
what do you think that their landing spots are? Like, what conferences do you think they will want to go to?
I think it's going to be the Big 12, to be honest.
Big 12?
Mm-hmm.
Florida State coming to the Big 12.
Yeah, I can see that.
Interesting, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you come to the Big 12? I feel like you have a better chance I feel like me personally, I think that the reason that they're leaving is because of what happened, and I feel like they have a better chance in the ACC than they do if they were to join the Big 12.
Yeah, but there's been talks about them leaving for like before the off season, before the season even started. So, but now they're more motivated to leave, and I just feel like they're definitely going to leave because they feel like, let's be honest, the ACC is really a basketball conference with Duke, Clemson, and all of them.
Yeah,
Not really a strong football conference besides Clemson and Florida State. There was that 1 year with Pittsburgh, but but
that is true. I can see that. I can see that. Malik Murphy transferring to Duke is crazy.
That's the next thing I was going to say. Malik Murphy going to Duke.
14 minutes ago. Duke?
Bro, what is Oklahoma State doing? Why can we not recruit people? Like, how is Duke getting people?
The basketball. We got a 3-star quarterback coming in though from California or something like that.
Yeah,
he's like 6'4".
But I want that transfer because he's not. Let's be honest, Mike Evans not gonna play him.
That's facts. That's facts.
Might as well get a transfer to play 1 year, him leave, and then we got our. This is really gonna be a QB battle between him and the dude from Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just feel like you shouldn't let these QBs leave the Big 12 if they enter the transfer portal. You should at least go try to recruit, try to do something to get them to come
Mm-hmm.
in. Something. I feel like we're not putting in no effort, bro. None whatsoever.
None. Spending zero money. Zero money.
Crazy.
I don't know. But hey, we're doing good with recruiting O line, DBs. I feel like that's the pretty much big weakness to the teams: the O line, the D line, and the safeties, because
Mm-hmm.
we be getting beat so bad. And then what? O line, big issue with the O line. If we get the O line, we're gonna keep Ollie. That's all it is. We get the O line, we keep Ollie.
Yeah. Hey,
And so
that's the goal.
I feel like the target list should be O line, D line, quarterback, DBs, and so on and so on. Because I feel
We
like
just we just
OSU
need
really
one.
has
We missing a few pieces, bro. Just a few pieces, bro.
because OSU really have the receivers. They have the running backs. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it still hurts that we're losing Jay and Nixon, but hey, we have backup running backs who's just as good. And we brought in two running backs, 3-star running backs too. So
Yeah.
two, I'm like, okay, a little Derek Henry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but to transition to the NFL, because we don't really got nothing more else for college football. Because the real bowl game season is starting next week.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the Rams beat the Saints 30-22. The Saints have not been eliminated yet because their conference is so bad that a team below 500 can make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But the Rams got a dominating win. Puka Nakua with 9 receptions, 164 yards. Kylon Williams with 104 yards, 1 touchdown. And Matthew Stafford with 328 yards and 2 touchdowns. And if the playoffs ends today, guess who the Rams will be playing in the first round?
Who?
They'll be playing. Matthew Stafford will be playing his old team as the Detroit Lions. Now that's the story right there.
I feel like he would win though. Is that
I
crazy
feel
to
like
say?
that would happen. But the thing is, Jared Goff is elite in sunshine games because, like, right now, if they win the division, they're gonna have home court advantage, or if they don't have home court advantage, they're gonna be playing teams like Dallas, uh, San Francisco, like LA, like those teams they can be playing in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So he just need not to play Philadelphia. If he doesn't play Philadelphia, the Detroit Lions are winning the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is crazy. Hey,
Hey, the game's in Las Vegas, so it's better be warm in Las Vegas by the time.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're gonna see. I feel like Detroit gone. But if Matthew Stafford played Detroit, he gonna get Detroit, bro. It's I don't think there's no doubt about that. But Detroit, hey, they got a nice little team, so they can make a run and make a run in the playoffs. It would be
Mm-hmm.
nice to see too. You imagine a playoff game in Fort Field?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, hey, I really want to see Matthew Stafford versus the Lions. Try so hard to make the playoffs with, but what his best year was 2017 with them, and they
Mm-hmm.
fired the head coach for no reason for Matt Patricia, and it
Mm-hmm.
all went downhill from there. People in Detroit still don't like Matt Patricia, but but so the talks right now on ESPN, how they bring up these topics is by lot mind-boggling to me. But is it time for Mike Tomlin to move on from the Steelers?
No. That's literally he is the franchise. He's the reason that they're still even relevant right now. Not even gonna lie. I don't think it's time for him to move on. I just think it's time for them to get some pieces and learn how to draft.
That's what I agree. Like, I swear they can draft any position in the
Mm-hmm.
world besides
Mm-hmm.
the quarterback. And it was also the offensive coordinator. Like, they need to find a good offensive coordinator to actually play call. Because Mike Tomlin, he's going to get his defense right no matter what
No
every
matter
year.
what, no matter what, he's gonna
It's
come
just
through
the
with good
offense.
defense.
Like, and I guess people are not used to the offense being so bad with him having big Roethlisberger for like 20 years and AB, Emmanuel Sanders, Juju, like all these great wide receiver talents.
Mm-hmm. And no one to
So,
get him the ball. Yeah.
mm-hmm. I feel like this is it. Like the Steelers, Mike Tomlin. No, it's the Steelers need Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin does not need the Steelers.
Facts.
There's players who will
Mike
love to
Tomlin
work.
can, Mike Tomlin can easily go be a head coach anywhere else if he wanted to.
But I heard this one comparison, like talking about how Andy Reid left the Eagles and went for the Chiefs. Like I can see him leaving the Steelers, but I can't see the Steelers firing him.
Mm, yeah.
Because what can he do? He gets the defense. He's the defensive minded head coach. He gets the defense right every single time.
Yeah.
It's just the offense, the play calling, the offensive coordinator, the quarterback coach, like all. It's just the offensive side, which is also part of his problem too with not hiring the right people.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see after that season how if they make the playoffs or not. But but how nervous are you for this week's game? Monday Night Football, 49ers and Ravens.
I don't think I'm nervous, bro. I don't think I'm nervous.
You confident about this one?
I'm confident, but I'm not cocky. I'm not. I know what can happen in this game. It could either go really good for us, or could go really bad. We could be the Baltimore Ravens, or we could be the Dallas Cowboys and get blown out. So
Mm.
it could go one or two ways. But I don't. I'm pretty confident in our squad. Bro. And we can take an L. We can take an L. We clinched our spot already. We can take an L. But
Mm.
I know that's what the people want us to see is for us to get an L. But it's we gotta handle business on the 25th. Yeah.
I feel like these two teams have a little bit of history. 10 years ago, 49ers listened to the Ravens. This is what they all been talking about on ESPN. How
Uh-huh.
the team has history, the Harbaugh Bowl, the lights going off in the New Orleans uh, Superdome.
Mm-mm.
So,
It's just we gotta play in the Bay, bro. That's the only bad part. We gotta
mm.
play in the Bay.
Hey, I feel like the Ravens going to upset some people on every single Monday Night Football game. The
We
underdogs win,
we play better on the road though. So
and the Ravens are the underdogs.
yeah, yeah. That's why I'm kind of confident, bro.
Yeah, but hey, at least your Christmas is not going to be ruined like mine.
Woo.
Because I can see the Denver Broncos going up in Denver and losing to the Patriots at home just
Yeah,
to mess with my Christmas.
yeah.
It's tough being a Broncos fan. It's tough, but hey, but there's some good games going on. Saturday, we got Bengals and Steelers divisional rival game. If the Bengals win, they're going to eliminate the Steelers' chances of making the playoffs. The Steelers win, they're going to help their chances. It's going to be tough. I kind of want the Steelers to beat the Bengals because they are at 8-6, and I want the Broncos to make the playoffs. Bills can end the Chargers season on Saturday, which I would love to see. Big time Chargers hater.
Hey,
Colts, Falcons still have a chance in the playoffs. Surprisingly, Colts are still trying to make
that's
the
because they're in a
playoffs.
worse division.
Mm-hmm. I need the Falcons to upset the Colts so the Broncos can make the playoffs. Seahawks, Titans. Titans are already out the playoffs. Seahawks need this win. And
Mm-hmm.
then we got Lions, Vikings. Lions trying to clinch the division. Vikings are still trying to fight on for it. Commanders, Jets. No one's watching that game. Packers, Panthers. No one's watching that game. Browns and Texans. Hey, this would have been a good game if Deshaun Watson was playing.
Yeah. Is
But
CJ Stroud good from the concussion protocol?
he's gonna be out.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's gonna watch the game because backup versus backup.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Jags, Buccaneers. Now this is probably gonna be a good game. Bucks are trying to make the playoffs, trying to clinch the spot. They're 7-7 right now. Jags are still trying to clinch their division, being 8-6. You get the Cardinals and Bears. If the Cardinals beat the Bears are out of the playoffs. So the Bears still have a fighting chance somehow. The Cowboys and Dolphins. Now this is the test for both teams. If they can actually be a good team, especially the Dolphins. The Dolphins have not yet to be a good team this season. Cowboys proved themselves a little bit by beating the Seahawks and the Eagles. So we'll see on on Fox America Game of the Week. And
Mm-hmm.
our Patriots and Broncos on Sunday night. For some reason we're on the NFL Network. That's gonna be fun to watch. Raiders Chiefs on Nickelodeon. Everybody show out and watch the game on Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon is crazy.
Bro, I feel like the Nickelodeon thing is the best thing the NFL ever.
How many viewers do you think they get?
They
Like,
definitely get a lot of viewers because sometimes kids just be scrolling on TV to see like, oh man, this is not SpongeBob, but I watch it.
yeah, that is
And then
crazy.
like the parents and the kids can watch it together. Even though the commentating is super bad because they're trying to teach kids what football is. You're like, oh, do you know how many points is a touchdown? Dorsey, soy. I don't even know Spanish, but six. Six.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how it would be. But I like the slime. Like, bro, I'm not the only one. Growing up, I always wanted to, no homo, get slime on.
Pause, bro.
I said no.
I just wanted you to say that, bro.
No, don't do it, bro. The slime you see on the Kids' Choice Awards, that's always been a dream of mine.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did you see Tiny Wallace got hit with the slime?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm dead.
The last time I watched the game
Whoa,
on Nickelodeon, Patrick Star was roasting Russell Wilson.
that is crazy. Whoever thought we'd be watching NFL on Nickelodeon?
I wish this would happen during when I was a kid. I remember they used to have an NFL show on Nickelodeon that I used to
What?
watch.
What was on Nickelodeon?
Oh man, what was that NFL show? Let me look this up. Oh, the NFL Rush Zone.
Mm,
It was like on Nicktoons.
that's crazy. I ain't never watched that.
What? See, you don't remember this? If anybody remember this show, comment down below. They used to have like a whole entire website too.
That's crazy. I ain't never seen that. Came out in 2010.
Yeah.
I ain't never watched it, bro. I ain't never seen that.
Hey, but I remember when the NBA tried to be like the NFL, they had like Avengers during the NBA game during COVID. No, 2021. During
Mm,
2021. So like when the season, no, during the playoffs of 2021. Now I'm thinking about it.
mm,
But hey, when they was trying with that. They was trying with the Avengers, but the NBA they need to try to find something to get the kids watching. Cartoon Network call up the NBA, put some regular show on the court.
Disney Channel. You put it on
Mm-hmm.
Disney.
Mm-hmm. But with all the NFL games, out all these games I said before, oh yeah, I forgot Johnson playing the Eagles. But with
Mm,
all the games I said, which team is most likely going to upset?
mm. Which team is most likely gonna upset? Is the Ravens considered an upset or no?
Yeah, they're not the favorites.
Okay, that's my bias pick. That's my bias pick. And my realistic pick, mm, I don't know, bro.
Okay, mine. I feel former Oklahoma State great quarterback Mason Rudolph is going to go into Pittsburgh and win them a ball game. We're going to see the OSU Mason Rudolph off. Ooh, man, I get chills thinking about Mason Rudolph back in Oklahoma State. Besides him throwing 2 interceptions against OU,
Do you really think he gonna pull it off?
he's going to pull it
You,
off. He's going to pull it off.
mm,
Backup quarterback versus third string quarterback. Fire game to watch. I'm there
that,
for it. I'll be
you know,
there.
you know what, bro? You know what? I'm gonna just go with Panthers versus Packers. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. That's my upset.
Answer versus who?
Uh, uh,
Packers.
Carolina versus Green Bay. I'm going
Oh,
with
I can see
Carolina.
that. I can see that. I can see that.
I get them their third win of the season, man.
Okay.
That's my pick.
Okay. But let's transition to the NBA right now. The game's going on right now is the Warriors versus the Wizards. Wizards are up. Warriors are up.
Actually,
Warriors.
it's definitely gonna be the Raiders. It's definitely gonna be the Raiders upsetting
Wait,
the Chiefs. And
Dre,
we want Kansas City to lose. We want
we
that.
want the Kansas City Wizards so the Broncos can win the division.
We want that.
I might tear up if we win the division. Yeah. But right now,
Yeah, don't forget the man. No, wait, never mind. Something went wrong with the recording. Just popped up, but like I was saying, but what was that? Oh, so with Zion Williamson getting a lot of criticism about him being overweight. Last year we praised him for being skinny, but then it seemed like he gained the weight, found a new friend in the industry, and all this controversy. And now his contract is not guaranteed, so the Pelicans can really just waive his contract. So the question is it time for the Pelicans to give up on the Zion Williamson and try to get as much as possible from him?
What can you get from Zion for Zion though? Like it's really what are teams willing to give for Zion, bro?
That is true. But I feel like Knicks are going to give something up for Zion. There definitely is.
I don't think I don't think it's time to give up on him though, personally, bro. At least he's playing. At least he's not doing the Ben Simmons.
Because at least he's playing. At least he's trying to play.
Yeah.
And when he's playing, he's a top 25 player.
Yeah,
It's just
he's being productive too. Like,
it's just his work ethic, his weight. And I'm not trying to hate on the man. I love Zion Williamson. I'm a huge Zion Williamson fan.
mhm.
But like, it's been 5 years. Like all the players in your draft class that are good now. It's just him not going into
I think
another level. Right now,
I think Zion is good. I don't know, bro. Zion could give you a good 20-25 on a good night, like every night almost. And when he on the floor, he can be productive, bro. So I don't think they just gonna give up on him just yet. At least I wouldn't. I wouldn't. As the Pelicans
I would
organization,
too.
I would not.
It's
Zion
just
is like
I feel like it's just the media trying to
we've
push that
seen
Zion to the
we
New York.
we've seen Zion at his peak, bro. We've seen Zion at Duke, bro. We've seen what he can do. So there's no way that I would just give up on a freak athlete like that, bro.
I feel like if they was really going, they should have put incentives in his contracts that say like, oh, if you're not maintaining the weight, we can just take away all this money.
Yeah,
Like, because that's what Miami did with Shaq when he went to Miami.
yeah, they should have put it in the contract.
But hopefully, and also it's just all about him surrounding himself by the right people. If he's
That's it.
surrounding himself by the right people, especially being a young athlete, yeah, people's telling you this, models telling you this, the industry people.
That is crazy.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why the NBA players you can get celebrities on your team, but they're trying to save strippers. You know, trying to save these strippers and industry people. You can't save
Hey,
them.
him and
Okay,
Anthony Edwards twins.
it's not a church. You can't save them. Okay.
Him and Anthony Edwards is twins.
Uh-huh. Man, they really be trying to be like a church, be a pastor trying to save them.
You can't save them, bro. You can't save them. They
Can't
don't
save
want to
them.
be saved. They don't want to be saved.
Yeah. But it's feel like the G League Ignite program is not good. See, they be getting these top high school prospects to commit to them playing against G League players.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest. Let me just look this up real quick. But the past G League prospects like Jonathan Kuminga, Jalen Green, Scoot Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I can.
That's because they're not actually developing as players when they go to the G League, bro.
Mm-hmm. So drafted players. Jalen Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Isaiah Todd, and Isaiah Todd before the G League Ignite, he was a top 10 player recruit. Then he was the G League Ignite and falls all the way down to the 31st pick.
Mm.
And then you got Dyson Dillons, Marjan Beauchamp, and Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy, he was a top 5 player, and then he goes to the G League Ignite, falls all the way down to the 37th pick. And I think he's on the Dallas Mavericks, and he's been cooking now.
I wasn't
And then,
really a fan. I wasn't really a fan of the G League Ignite to begin with, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was
I
not a
feel
fan
like
of that. I feel like they should just go to college.
I feel like if you're not the top player, then you're not gonna get that many touches as compared to the top recruit. Because what you gotta think about if they were all these players went to their own schools, they probably get a lot more touches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's only one ball. You got coaching, different systems, and all the part. Like you're trying to get all these high school talent to play in one system.
Mm-hmm.
Or most likely, that's why they go to colleges to go to their system that suits them well. That's the problem, and this it's not translating to the NBA. Like it's different than you're playing all these tournaments in the NCAA. Even overseas, you're playing all these tournaments, but in the G League, you're just playing one little tournament. And you're playing against G League players who's like, I know, like it's like the third, fourth best NBA league, but like compared to playing in colleges where you have coaching staff is going to help you develop in your system, show you how to flourish in the NBA compared to the G League where I know they bring in the coaches and stuff, but you're trying to have 10, 5, 4, 3-star recruits trying to get into one system where they all play differently and there's only one ball. It's going to be hard because you can see now. You see why, and you can tell from Jalen Green when he was in the G League tonight. They told him, "Hey, you got the green light. Shoot whatever you want." Him shooting 2 for 12, 5 for 17, like compared to Cade Cunningham and Scotty Barnes. Why I say Scoot? Scotty Barnes, who went to school, came back to college, and were the rookie year. Well, Scotty Barnes won rookie of the year, and Cade Cunningham's doing pretty well himself besides losing 25 straight games.
But he's dropping so many points and still losing. It's crazy. He had like 45 last night. But it's not even his fault that he's losing. We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, like,
but like Scotty Barnes and Cade Cunningham were both NBA ready because Scotty Barnes, he went to Florida State, right?
Yeah.
Florida State got him ready for the NBA. Cade Cunningham got Oklahoma State, got him ready for the NBA, but can't win a game with him in the playoffs, so I'm not going to talk about that. Mike.
Not his fault once again.
Mm-hmm.
He's went from one bad coaching situation to another.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, but those top players, and like I'm pretty sure from that list, Isaiah Todd was also a top NBA recruit, and then, like I said, there's only one ball. So who you gonna give the ball more, Jonathan Kuminga or Isaiah Todd? You're gonna give the ball
Mm-hmm.
to Jonathan Kuminga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like when I mentioned the people from 2022 who got drafted, Dyson Daniels and Marjon Bertrand, but I also mentioned that Jaden Hardy was a top 5 shooting guard in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
People was talking about, oh, who should be the top 5 pick, Jaden Hardy or Jaden Ivey? But now with all those guards I mentioned before, and they're playing better in this system and Jaden Hardy's not, who does that affect more? That's why he fell from being a top 10 pick to the 37th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
I was so surprised too, because I was at that draft and he didn't get his name called.
Why were you surprised though? It's like G League. I feel like G League Ignite is automatically looked down upon because I feel like they're just taking the shortcut. I feel like they just wanted to get paid
Right away.
when
Well,
yeah.
if they were to wait one more year, NIL came.
Yeah.
And that was like the difference making between, because what? In high school, it was either Cade Cunningham or Jalen Green. Who's the better one? Who's the better one?
The
Cade,
G League
college?
Ignite, G
Sorry.
League Ignite is like literally built for players to basically just show their skill and basically freestyle. If you go to college, you're put in a system to where you're working on your fundamentals, but you can show that you're coachable. I feel like that's what college is for, and it's going to develop you better into a better player and prepare you better for the NBA. Uh, yeah, and G League Ignite is just not. It's just not the way to go. And as you can see from all the names you listed, it's not. It ain't working. We need a. They need to do something else.
Yep.
Well, not they need to do something else, but players need to be more, you know, in tune and be smarter with their decisions when it comes to their career.
Yeah, and also, that's why I also don't like the overtime. Like, you're playing against high school teams, and then you're going to the NBA afterwards. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you see, like, it was basically the past 2 years. It's been the men and the Sure Thompson show, saying they're the best players. These are going to be the top players from OTE, and then they're not. Both of them, a man. Which one's the oldest? The one. A man's at Houston, so a man is not even getting starting time at Houston. He's on the bench. They brought in a point guard too. They paid for a point guard to go over you.
They don't have a shot. That's another thing. A lot of G League Ignite players do not have a jump shot, and to be good in this league, you have to be able to develop a jump shot. And going to that G League Ignite, that is something that they were not working on. But when you go to college, that's you have to be able to shoot because a lot of colleges run zone. A lot of colleges will purposely leave you open to see if you would knock down that shot.
And which a lot of colleges do. I know they have their playoffs, but let's be honest, the playoff is not their G League playoff is not as coverage as March Madness with 5 billion people watching every single year.
And that's where the real talent. That's where the real talent is shown at.
The thing is, like, colleges, all their games matter. After the new year, all their games matter. You got the conference playoffs. You got the March Madness. You got NIT and all the other tournaments in college basketball compared to the G League playoffs with a couple thousand people watch the game compared to March Madness. Like, there's levels to this, and that's why it doesn't really. Does the G League players really G League Ignite players really face adversity in the G League at all? Like, most of their games are like, oh, we're just hooping. We don't care if we win. We don't care if we lose. We're just hooping.
They're already getting paid. That's how they're looking at it. They don't have anything. They don't have anything to lose. They're not competing for a national championship, so they don't really care that much. So,
like, unless they start making these games matter more, have a better system than having one team with 10 players, a couple veterans, and a coach, and say, hey, go hoop, play the Delaware Blue Coats and the Oklahoma City Blue, and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a better way to do this. Maybe have them play some more overseas team. Maybe them split the team up, not having one team, having two different teams, two different systems, so they can fit the players a bit more. But we'll see going on later down the years of how long the G League Ignite thing is going to last. But we were talking about this. They're one game away. They're one game away from being the longest losing streak, tying the longest losing streak from the 09-010 Cavaliers. No, wait, 010-011 Cavaliers were out when LeBron James first left. And the Philadelphia 76ers, when the year before they actually started their whole entire big losing, having like the second worst the season before that, both of them going on a 26-game losing streak. The Pistons are currently at the 25-game losing streak, and they started the season with a 1-1 start. They had hope. No, not 1-1 start, 2-1 start, and they had hope. They had hope, and now their hope is all gone. You can see on Cade Cunningham's face. Like, you can tell he's used to this. Like, ever since he went to Oklahoma State, he's been losing.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. It hurts me as a Detroit Piston fan, because that's my second team. Everyone knows that. And the Oklahoma State fan, seeing one of my favorite players who went to Oklahoma State looks so defeated. He looks like me He looks like me coming after a 4-hour class, not knowing one thing in the class. He looks defeated.
It sucks to see it on his face, bro. Because you could tell that if you watch the game, he's giving his all, bro. He's dropping 30, 31, 45. Like, he's doing everything he can, and I don't know. His team is just not it. They got a bunch of rookies. Their top two lottery picks that they've done drafted. Their past two draft picks have not been giving them the production that they need. They have a crash out in Isaiah Stewart that just wants to crash out. He doesn't want to do anything else or be productive. Their coaching is bad. There's just a lot going on in Detroit, and they just need to. I don't know. Really, just don't waste Cade's talents in Detroit. If that's how it's gonna be in Detroit, bro, trade Cade. And if not, then you need to help Cade. Like, it's that simple, bro. But I feel like they'll be all right. I think this is just a phase right now with this 26-game losing streak. It is kind of crazy that they're 2-26, but hey, it is what it is.
And I feel like the Pistons has ruined good head coaches. Like, I'm not saying Stan Van Gundy, the first coach I'm going to name, was a great coach when he was in Orlando, but like, he was a good coach, and they couldn't win with him. They couldn't win with him with the talent they brought in, them making the draft mistakes, and then they bring in Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey is a good coach. He won Coach of the Year with the Raptors, then got fired that year. It looked like a good hire from the Pistons, but for 5 seasons, they couldn't win with him. They couldn't develop any players from him. So get a new coach, Monty Williams, a great coach, one Coach of the Year. Suns fired him for no reason at all. Okay, but oh man, they got a young group of players, Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. Let's give him not young coach, but give him a good young coach who brought the Suns, who were absolutely terrible year before, got them almost making the playoffs, then to the championship, and now being a good playoff contender team. Let's bring them in. Let's see how it works. And they're now on a 25-game losing streak. It just doesn't make sense. Is it the front office? There's a lot of nepotism with the Pistons. There's a lot of executive players hiring their kids to work jobs and stuff, to do scouting and stuff. I just feel like there's something going on in the front office. Maybe it's ownership, but this is not the Detroit Pistons that my mom grew up watching in the 80s and early 2000s. So that's my issue. And I love those old bad boy Pistons. That's the problem. They're not the bad boys anymore. They're soft.
They don't got that dog. They don't got that dog.
The only guy that's tough on the team, who acts tough, is Isaiah Stewart. He's 100% standing on business. But that's my little rant about the Pistons.
Yeah, I feel that.
And last thing, Who's your MVP at this moment? Non-biased. Is it Joel, Shea, Jokic, Luka, Giannis?
Who do you think I'm gonna say, bro?
Bro, you're gonna say the best player in the NBA, aka MJ, aka Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's not what I'm gonna say. Actually, I'm gonna say Joel, bro.
Really?
Yeah, Joel
I
he's been
I
on a
I,
tear.
I can agree
It's
with that. Look right now, the way he's playing. If he stays healthy, he's gonna win MVP.
30.
Averaging.
He's averaging 35, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
It's a similar with like James Harden did a couple years ago.
MVP is the most dominant player in the league, and Joel is the most dominant player in the league. Uh, and they're winning.
I feel like it's really
Yeah.
going. It's going to be a 3-man race. It's going to be between Shea, Giannis, and Joel. Hopefully, Shea. No, that's my biased opinion, but non-biased is going to be Joel. Joel's going to win MVP.
The Sixers combined, the Sixers big three combining for like 93 points today was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. But I mean,
one day our big three is going to combine for 693 points.
it's not even a big three. It's not even a big three. It's really like a big one with an extra two pieces, on the side. Tobias Harris want to hoop when he want to, but Tyrese Maxey will get them buckets. Tyrese Maxey will go off every time. But Tobias Harris is a little shaky. I only consider him big three.
He was cooking. He was cooking low key.
He was definitely cooking. He got that light skinned man syndrome. That's another light skinned man syndrome. You see what I'm talking about though? It's like one day he'll go for 33 and then another night he'll only go for 15, 16, 17. It's not. It ain't. He can't give you that 25 every time.
Yeah. Before we transition to more Christmas stuff, let's talk about the Christmas games coming up. But the more important thing is, let's look back at some couple Christmas jerseys right now from 2008 to 2011 when they started doing Christmas jerseys. You got the little snowflakes,
I like that. I like that New York green though. That's tough. They
didn't bring that back.
Favorite one. That's my favorite one though. The Miami ones and the Katie. Yeah. 2012. Yeah, I like that. And that's my favorite one.
Then we got some ugly ones like the big logo.
Not really a fan of that one.
No. Call me old school, but these jerseys with the sleeves are awful. And then you got the first name basic.
That's cool. That's cool. It's
cool. I just don't like the block.
The block is ugly. Yeah, it's the block. It don't look great. And
then you got the Christmas card. Now these one was clean. Now these
one was tough. Them was 2015. Them was the ones. Them was tough. I like them.
And then you got part 2 with the greatest game of all time.
That was a crazy game. Everybody was watching that game. If you was not watching that game, I just don't think you was alive. You must have been born in 2017.
Now I'm thinking about this wasn't the game. It was the next year, 2017. So this was without KD.
Oh yeah, that was. But before Kyrie hit that shot, huh? Okay. Kyrie hit a tough spin around fader on Klay Thompson.
And I feel like they gotta bring back the Christmas jerseys. Like, bro, those were just the commercials. The jersey was perfect.
Yeah,
I'm glad because last time I checked, when does the Nike deal with NBA ends? 2024. So hopefully in 2024 we get better jerseys. The NBA say like, yo, we need this, and this because
I'm back with Adidas. See what they do.
All right, if they get back with Adidas, I know Adidas is gonna start cooking up in there. We don't have to see no dumb sponsors logos on here with the Nike logo. Just everything off. This the jersey. This the team. This the piece there, and Adidas just cooking up in there. So. But, like I said, Christmas is along the way. Before I truly go to Christmas, one more thing, I almost forget. Christmas game predictions. Who do you have? Let's go. So
let's go. Rapid fire. Read them off, and I'm just going off the top of my head.
Okay. First game, Bucks Knicks.
I'm going with the Bucks.
I'm going with the Knicks with the upset on Christmas Day.
Okay. Jalen
Warriors
Brunson
and
better go
Nuggets.
crazy.
Warriors and Nuggets.
Warriors. And I'm gonna go with the upset.
I'm going with Nuggets. Celtics Lakers.
Celtics.
I'm going with the Lake Show right there. You know.
Probably because Braun is playing. That's the only reason. But
Yep. In Austin, I can't root for Boston. You know, watching the whole time Magic Johnson show, it
they're
really makes me hate
they're on a
Boston.
high they're on a high streak right now. They really are. They're playing well, bro. So
They're the best team in the NBA right now. So
yeah.
Sixers Heat.
Sixers.
I'm going with Miami. You know, Jimmy
That's
Butler.
nice.
He's motivated. He hates Philadelphia, how they treated him on his way out. Chosen.
But Bam out of Bio can't guard Joel, bro. I'm sorry.
We'll see. We'll see. Mavericks Suns for the last game.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Suns on this one.
Man, bro. You know what Luka's going to do? What Kendrick Perkins say? Man, Luka's dropping a 50-point triple-double, smiling on Devin Booker. You know, hey, there's levels to these. There's levels to these, and Luka's going to put the belt on them. And that's all the Christmas games.
You think he go put a whooping on the Suns like
Bro. It's like when you play your little cousins in Madden and you drop 60 points. That's how Luka does against Devin Booker and the Suns.
wow. That's crazy.
Come
That's crazy.
on, play with me, boy.
Serious over.
And that's how Jimmy Butler's going to be against the Sixers. But before we end off.
No, Tobias Harris going to get his get back, bro. Watch.
Mm-hmm. All right, to end this all off, we got some Christmas surveys I did on our Instagram story. I posted everywhere. So, hey, thanks for the 6 people who responded. Shouts to them. But so, like we said before, we was talking about Christmas things. Favorite Christmas movie? We both said Polar Express. Let's see how the people feel.
Mm-hmm.
They said 2 people said the Polar Express. 1 said the Grinch, the 2000 movie with Jim Carrey. Elf. Meet the Fockers. That's what it says. I'm not cussing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And then someone said Fortnite. And the Elf. And I'll say Polar Express, the Grinch movie is good. The old one, the 2001. But to me, like my other favorite movies are those like old classic movies like Frosty the Snowman.
So nobody said Home Alone?
No one said Home Alone.
Maybe
Look, some
we
people
just
do
got
not. Some people
we just got different tastes. Maybe we just got different tastes in Christmas movies, bro. But that's crazy.
Hey,
Nah.
Home Alone is a classic. Because every kid ever always said like, "Oh man, I want to be by myself." Home Alone. That's why I like.
Every kid has learned something from Home Alone. They don't learn the trick or two just in case an intruder break in the house while you by yourself, bro. That's how I look at Home Alone.
Yeah. Well, I also like the good old classic movies like, the what, Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman, Snowmeister, like Christmas Wonderland, like all those classic movies in the ocean.
The ones that they show on ABC every year. I know what you're talking about. That's understandable.
Definitely has some CDs down in the basement.
Yeah. I like Charlie Brown, you know.
Charlie Brown. Hey, you know I love me some Charlie Brown.
Yeah, Charlie Brown. Yeah, the classics, bro. I know what you mean. I feel that. I definitely put them right behind Home Alone for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But next question was, so let me ask you first. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Christmas song?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Uh, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas song, honestly.
See, for me,
Besides that
like,
Mariah Carey one, the generic. I don't want to sound like cliche or whatever. The Mariah Carey.
Last Christmas.
Yeah.
No, wait, not Last Christmas.
No. Bro, everybody knows what
Yeah,
Mariah Carey.
the Mariah Carey song is "Time."
Yeah.
Hey, for me, my favorite Christmas song
She's
is.
she's probably still making so much money off of that song right now.
Oh yeah, she's making money out of it
She's
every
she's
single
making
year.
so much bank off of that song.
Get to play every single where you go. Like it's more like businesses and like stores are playing the song more than like actual people are, but like she's making so much money from that. But for me, my favorite Christmas song is "Ghetto Christmas Carol" by XXX.
That's a
I'm just
crazy.
messing.
That's a
I'm
that's a
just messing.
crazy song.
I'm messing. You see the Michael Jackson poster behind me? It's
Yeah,
Jackson 5, Mama, I saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus.
yeah.
That song right there.
That's
That's a classic to me. I'm a huge Michael Jackson guy.
that's valid.
Hmm. But the people said, Santa tell me last Christmas, Christmas in Harlan, Fortnite, and Ski Yeet Christmas Addiction.
That gotta be like an AI chat. AI
Mhm.
chat something. It gotta be AI generated. It has to be, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
And well, I'm about to ask you, what's your favorite Christmas tradition?
Probably just, what I'm doing right now, actually. Just home chilling, home break, you know, watching, like you said, watching movies, watching football, watching sports, basketball, and just spending time with the fam.
Yeah, me and my siblings, usually Christmas Eve, we open one gift on Christmas Eve. It's like a little preview,
Oh, yeah, that's the tradition
little,
all the time. Yeah, that's what you're supposed
little,
to
little tease right there.
do.
And then
What you think you got on the door already, though? You got any hints? Did you put
hey,
in the list?
I really told my parents I don't want nothing for Christmas, but I don't really expect nothing. I really told them I don't even know what I want for Christmas, so just don't waste your money. But I said the one thing I do want an iPad. That's like, but I didn't tell them that, but I do want an iPad. That's the only thing I
It's
want.
it's a great investment. So if you don't get it, you have to get it yourself. You need to get
Yeah,
one.
I
It's
got
it's a
saved up
it's
for
a it's a great investment. I
that.
will
Hmm.
say that.
And then what? Hmm. But then we stay up all night. Me and my siblings, my brother and my sister, we stay up all night. Then we all wake up at the same time, make sure we brush our teeth and do all this stuff because our parents are going to ask us to before we start getting gifts. And then we scare our parents to death, asking us to go downstairs and open some presents. We all sit in the circle. My mom just hand each other our gifts, put our circle, we just start going crazy, open the gifts. And then for the next couple hours, I'm in two different moods. I'm in playing on my new DS or Xbox or PlayStation, and then telling my friends, "Yo, I just got me the new PS5 and stuff." And then going upstairs, seeing what your dad do. He's watching NBA. I'm watching NBA. It's Cavs versus Warriors. It's a good time. And then you got the Christmas ham. My mom's getting the sparkling grape juice. Putting in
The
the good old.
hearing the NBA Christmas jingle is just gonna be
Mm-hmm.
music to the ears for real. It's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. But that's my Christmas tradition. I'm only a little on, but hey, I just missed it. So, oh my gosh,
Hey, it's that time. We about to have fun, man, on
hmm
Monday.
yeah, Christmas. So people's tradition was Christmas Eve breakfast, church, waking up my brothers and sisters, anticipating our parents, getting up so we can open gifts. There's nothing like that excitement. Fortnite and Christmas breakfast. I'm not saying it's one
Bro, what
answer.
is up with the Fortnite? I'm still confused. Like, it's still throwing me off guard every time you say it. I don't
I'm
know.
not saying the last one because it's kind of inappropriate. I'm just going to show the screen. You see
What does
it?
it say? What does it say under the Fortnite? No, it's like go down like a little bit. I can't see. Wait, which one am I supposed to be looking at?
This one. No, let me just text it to you.
I think I can low key see it, but
You see it? Look at your phone.
bro, what?
Yep. And then so I asked you before, NBA Christmas or NFL Christmas?
NBA.
NBA for me. Some people said NBA. Two people said NBA. Three people say NFL. One person say Fortnite. And then favorite NBA Christmas game.
The Warriors Cavs 2017. Easy.
See, I'm gonna say that too, but I'm gonna say my bias pick: Thunder versus Heat, 2013. Thunder versus Rockets, 2018. My favorites right there. People say Cavs versus Warriors. Chino Hill, 2016 versus Caden them in 2020. Warriors, Cavs, 2017. Fortnite, Cavs, Warriors, LeBron, Sixers. But that's pretty much what we have left, Hope you guys are sitting down with the family, opening up your gifts, and watching some Me Percy podcasts with some good old hot chocolate. We see y'all later. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir, man.
And once y'all should post your socials.
Yeah, man. Follow the Instagram at the real J. I mean, follow my Instagram at not JJack, and then follow my Twitter X, whatever you want to call it, the real JJack _.
And primetime.ca often everywhere, TikTok, I should start posting TikToks more. Start getting that TikTok money. But TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, wherever. And then make sure you follow the podcast, Me Personally Podcast, on every single platform: YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Anything you watch a podcast, we are guaranteed on it. Check out our TikToks, leave some nice comments so I don't have to fight for my life in the comment section on my main account. So, and Instagram too, all that stuff. We see y'all later. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to y'all, man. We'll see
Santa,
y'all,
get me
man.
off your naughty list. See ya.